Alright guys, this is going to be a video on how to prepare your lawnmower for spring. I said thanks for watching a couple times in this video. I was going to make it all separate videos, but I decided to make it one. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope it's informational. Alright guys, it's going to be a video on how to prepare your lawnmower for spring. First we're going to change the oil here. You got the oil. This particular engine is a 21 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. I use Briggs & Stratton oil. Says it's got additives for air-cooled engines, which I don't know if it actually does or not. Especially formulated for 4-cycle. Says for lawnmowers, tractors, generators, pressure washers. This is, if you still have a warranty on your engine, definitely buy this. It's a SAE 30. I don't run this in the winter, so we're good with that. As it says, if you use Briggs & Stratton, this might still be under warranty. I'm not sure. Probably close, but it says warm weather formula between 40 and 100. I only started up in the winter, so we don't have to worry about not using that. But this 21 horsepower Craftsman intact Briggs & Stratton says takes 48 ounces, which I don't know. It says it takes, what was it, like 50 something. I think it takes like an extra 18 ounces with the filter, it says. But I've always put 48 ounces in it when I changed the oil and filter, and it always showed up right on full. So that's all I do. I just dump the 1 can, and this one's for the trimmer. So hold on just a second. Get this opened up. And these are nice. I see a little sort of leak there. I'm hoping that's just nothing, but I've seen things saying that these leak. You just pull it out and it drains. And pop open the cap up here. Just take that out. Like I said, I warmed the engine up to get it a little warm. Yeah, I see a little leak back there. Where the hell is it? In there. Worries me a little. But let that drain. Ugh. Looks like brown soup. But yeah, I put an hour meter on it so I can keep track of that. We were just kind of guessing. They recommend you change the oil every 25 hours and the oil and filter every 50 hours. So it's been about 50 hours since I changed the oil and filter. So we're going to do both of those. I'm going to look it back down when this is done. Alright, that's still draining, but here's the oil filter. This takes the expensive oil filter. This is $14 at Tractor Supply. It's actually more expensive at Sears. But it says, I don't know what kind of plastic cover they're talking about, unless they're talking about that front piece there. But shouldn't be changing oil if you don't know how to remove that cover. Now this says replace filter yearly or every 100 hours. My manual says 50 hours, and well, my manual says both. It says 50 and 100. So I don't know which one they do it at, but just change them at 50, and every 25 hours change just the oil. It says before installing new filter, lightly oiled filter gasket with fresh clean engine oil. Screw filter on by hand until gasket contacts filter adapt, then tighten 1/2 to 3/4 of a turn. And unless you can read, that looks like French or Spanish. I can't read the rest. And this says for 12 to 30 horsepower engines. So yeah, this is like the extended life series or something. 2 times longer life. Professional series. Maybe that's why they say 100 hours, but change them at every 50. Just precautious, you know. So that's still draining. Also, if your battery is dead, well, I mean, usually they go dead over winter. Charge them back up, but in this case, they don't like ours didn't like the whole charge too much or crank this engine over too good. So they put a 420 cranking amp battery in it, 350 cold cranking amp. We'll see how that holds up, but it's part of our springtime maintenance. We also greased the front of this. There's one right in there for this, and there's one inside the wheel there. You see it right in there. But we greased that front end up. Some of them have it on this piece inside, not this one. Now the benefit of a John Deere, I know they're just about the same lawnmowers, but they use the same engines. But all their deck parts have grease fittings on them, which is nice. But you know, these ones don't. But that's the only downside of, you know, when you don't have the John Deere one. It's got all the little grease fittings everywhere, which is nice. Now check your air filter too. I clean that out just with air. But if it's real dirty, they recommend cleaning the pre-filter every 25 hours, which is pre-filters the thing on the outside of the actual air filter, but I don't know, it seemed pretty good to me, and I use it in dusty conditions often, so I just blew it out with compressed air. But it's gonna be finished draining. We'll go to the other side and take the oil filter off. It's around this side now. We're going to take this off. Oh, that's the wrong way. Break. Oh, this one's on there tight. Oh, right. Put this one. I swear it was freaking tightened by a freaking Hulk or something. Now some oil does get on there. If they made that come out a little bit more, would have been a lot nicer, but they don't. Alright, so now we're gonna install the new filter. It says clean oil, but my dad's changed engines and cars for many years, and he always put just some dirty oil on there, so we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna go right around with it. Like that. Now, like I said, just screw it on there. Alright, right there it's snug, so now we're gonna go maneuver half a turn. That was a quarter of a turn. So, there we go. Quarter of a turn, just about. Don't want to over tighten them. Okay. Alright, so we got the oil wiped off now. I'm just gonna add the oil in it. Alright, so I'm gonna put the oil in and we'll check the oil. Alright, now we're gonna start it up for a couple minutes and let the oil work its way through, then we'll shut it off and check it again. Like to let it idle, let the oil get all up in there and stuff. You gotta keep in mind it's not in the filter or anything. I didn't pre-fill the filter or anything like that. I guess they want you to, I don't know. But we just do it that way. Back out of the oil pan there. Whoops. What else? Fix the deck up. Just gonna let it idle for a couple minutes and put the idle up a little and let it. Oh, that's a good sign. It's right up to the fill mark on the jug. We dumped the used oil in there, so means we didn't burn any up or use any, so that's good. So we just checked the oil now and it's hard to see, but it's at full. That was 48 ounces, like I said. It says 50 something with filter, but I put 48 ounces in it. You know, check a couple days later, you keep checking it, it always stays the same. So I don't see a reason to put that many ounces in it. So this is part 1 of the series. I might just keep it all in one, but I'm probably gonna end up uploading this. And I changed the drive belt, and we're gonna take the deck off and paint the underneath and install a water clean out. So till next time, thanks for watching, and look for more video series on this. Should be up within the next couple weeks anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. Alright, we're taking the deck off now. There's a pin out, take there, and one back there, same for the other side. I gotta take this one off. Here. Then you gotta take that one out up there to get this piece out if you're gonna take the deck off for a while. take your pulley off there, and then there's a spring thing in there I gotta get off. Alright, so we got the spring off. That's it there. Now if you look, this belt right here, right here, it's the one we gotta change. Goes back to there, comes up, goes under that there, goes up to that pulley there. We also gotta grease that steering shaft right there. We're not gonna grease that today, but you gotta replace that belt. That's gonna be Monday's project, so look for that video then. But so yeah, we got the deck off, and we're gonna sandblast that, I think, this year, and paint the top and underneath, because it's starting to rust already. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Alright, so now we're gonna take this belt off here, and see if I can. Give you a little shot here. So we're gonna take this one off here first, I guess. And that one. Bring dirt in my face. Take that one up there. And there's one up the front. This one's gonna be a pain in the ass to get off. You can see. Oh, no way to get in there. Get in there. Oh, fucking hole. Can't even get my hand in there. Whoops. Alright, so piece of junk. There. Got that one off. Now we're gonna go back here. Wiggle it off. Looks like it's going to be fun to get back on. How the heck do you even get it off there? I go up the top. Somehow. Now, piece of junk. I can't even get in there, really. Yeah, freaking pulleys and There we go. Got that off. Now we're going to take it off this engine pulley here. Sort of. Alright. It's getting to be a pain in my butt now. What the frig? Alright, we gotta get past this guard there. Show it up in. Let's see if we can wiggle it out of there. To the side of that. There we go. He's out. Alright, so now we're gonna slip the new one in. Alright guys, so we got the deck belt put on. And let you watch me do that, because it wasn't fun. But we got it put on. Put it on the front engine pulley first, then put it on the back, then put it on the idler pulleys. The deck is still off. And so basic overview. For spring, you want to check your, change your engine oil. If it needs to be changed, sometimes it doesn't. I don't always change it every year. I just go based on the hours. So make sure your engine oil is up to how it's supposed to. Just check everything out. If your deck has grease fittings on it, grease them. Grease your front stuff in there. Check your manual. They'll tell you where the grease fittings are. Check your drive belt. Check your deck belt. If any of them are real loose, change them. Signs of a loose deck belt is they're not really spinning as fast, and they might be squealing. And same with the drive belt, it squeals maybe a lot when you pull out, and it's not going as fast. So yeah, that's basically what you have to do for spring. Make sure you charge up your battery. Make sure that holds charge. If your battery's not holding charge, then it needs a new battery. But and if it doesn't start and you can't figure it out yourself, I recommend taking it to an engine repair shop, because your gas could gunk up in there and cause problems. Also, in the winter time, during the winter a couple times, it's good to start them up, run them for a little while. That'll charge the battery up too, and stop the carburetor from getting all junked up and stuff seizing in there. So make sure you check your engine oil too, because I mean it could leak out. The chances are it's not going to, but just make sure you check all that all the time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you like this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. Also, we got this lawnmower deck project going on here. Got to sandblast this tomorrow. Sandblast this exhaust cover. Paint that with some heat paint, and this is going to be sandblasted, primered, and painted. So that's going to be in another video. And that should be up probably sometime next week, or this week actually.